Okay. Says that it's live. All right. Pleasantries. Hello, all time travelers that showed up. I am Tidbit. I am currently playing through the Apollo Justice trilogy. And currently, we are on the second game. And the second case. I do streams every Monday at around noonish PST. Let's get on with it. The most recent thing that just happened is we finished the trial segment for Day 1, Case 2. Now we're in Day 2, Investigation segment. And we're back at the office. April 18th, 1:20 p.m. Write Anything Agency. Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least. I am Tenmataro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon? He's a wrestler. What? What does that mean? They're performers. Well, yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. Ugh. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run, so I'll see you in a bit. Whoa! Steam just rebooted on my end. It just popped right on my screen. Odd. Wait, what about the investigation? Ugh. Back! Ah! Whoa! Whoa! Trucy, welcome back! Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yup! I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick, and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape. And whoever did that was the Tenmataro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw. Right. Yeah? No. Oh, God, you're here. Is this normal? Very. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts now! Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. Boop. 3, 2, 1, and ta-da!
Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties.
I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos! Really? It's my shtick. I think it's warm in here. April 18th. QB Manor Fox Chamber. I personally think that all the disappearing evidence, Trucy's keeping it in a file somewhere for the end of the game to be like, look at all the shit we've been through! Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you... Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
Wonder if he's been like this since the trial. Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's get that evidence we need. The air duct is the key. We know Tenma Taro, we know the Tenma and Taro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then, went back through the duct and fled the manor. Meanwhile, running into Jinxie and running past, you know, Filch. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. You ever watch Monk? Maybe. What? Why can't you give a yes or no to that? Maybe. Okay. Go on. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah. Maybe some black feathers or something like that. And we have a witness here, Mr. Fulbright. So, it's not like we're fabricating evidence like last year. What happened last year? Lots of paintings, lots of issues. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting. How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. And see, I'm able to bring out a stepladder without getting into a philosophical debate. What? Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. There's a thick layer of dust in here. Did it make you southern? Maybe. Oh. All this fake coughing is causing me actual coughing. I don't get it. Now I got the hiccups. Find anything? Yikes, Apollo! What? Ugh. Need to do chest compressions to make sure I don't have hiccups. Yikes, Apollo! What happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So, what'd you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You'd think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through that duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered as the killer. Again! But, yeah, that's usually where the finger goes. No! My Apollo! Sorry. If we don't turn things around quickly...
In justice we trust! Ah! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Oh. Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. And I'm back to my old devastated, dusty self. Oh, come on! Where's that never-say-die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on! Let me suffer in peace. Justice prevails once more! It's not over yet! And besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad
bad guys do!
Hey! You calling me a bad guy? Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice!
And how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here, Mr. Bad Guy.
Information? About the investigation? Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
We did it! Yay, Apollo.
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
Yeah, talking.
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yo guy, he really wants a conviction at all costs.
Oh!
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad.
Yes, well. I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything. What are you, a kindergarten teacher? You think that writing is a punishment? Then kids are not gonna like the idea of writing stuff, and that's why they use phones a lot.
What?
Yeah.
What? Are you agreeing with it?
No, I was doing my sentence. Yeah. He'll probably just write down "daughtered" or 1,000 times.
That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside QB Manor.
Wait. Isn't that the staff Tenmataro was supposedly carrying, is it?
The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way. What about Prince?
Oh my...
Because it was fading in, it looked like his hair had all of a sudden become like super long and powerful.
Of just like, I am now Ultra Fulbright! Nope, no Prince. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, Prince or no Prince, it's going to work in our favor. Seems like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case... Where in the mansion did Tenmataro get it from? Was it the weapons rack?
The Amazing Ninetales.
Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and it worked against the merger. And Mayor Damon Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero.
Why do you sound glad of that?
That's just how I speak. The Amazing Ninetales fans are so angry, they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No!
Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client? Why did you have more stank on client than, you know, a father? Apollo? Apollo, stop looking wistfully. Where was your father?
I never had a good male figure in my life.
Did your mother want you to follow in her footsteps?
Yeah, wait. No, you're not supposed to know that.
Egg.
No! I passed it!
Prior egg.
What? Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I want validity on that statement, Fulbright. Who is number 2 then? I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure 4 leglock.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. What? Are there any other new developments we should know?
Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals." And other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell is busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids?
What now, Apollo? How are we gonna hide this corpse?
Corpse!
Yeah, the one talking back at us. How about off the cliff? Do we even need to kill him ourselves with that, or can we just say his flights of fancy took a bitter end?
Are you seriously not gonna fight back at this, Fulbright? No, I'm not allowed to leglock children! That's a bad thing.
How about regrouping back at the agency?
How are you gonna dispose of me there?
We're not talking to you anymore.
Oh, wait, was that Apollo? Yeah, that was Apollo talking.
I stole your line, but it was a good idea. Hence why I stole it. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Speaking of present, what items do we have? Doesn't look that much smaller.
How does Trucy know this is still relevant? Yeah.
She is a disciple of Mr. Wright himself, and he is apparently orchestrating all this, so it would make sense that she knows what's going on.
Oh, I can't investigate the area. They knew it. Ah, I totally forgot. There's this very nice grid map. I was just thinking of just like, okay, how do I get back to the Right Anything Agency? They just teleported me here. So what way do I have to go through? Do I have to go all the way back to the garden and then the lane? But nope. Ta-da! Just get there. April 18th, Right Anything Agency. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too!
Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Oh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too.
Mr. Wright.
Why did they hide that? That's just annoying. How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
That sounded like he accidentally dead named someone.
Just, how's it going, Apollo? I mean, Athena.
Dead naming the protagonist. It used to be Apollo, now it's Athena. better for it.
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened? I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one rough day in court, to say the least. Ugh. I know. I never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasonings might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Oh, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile.
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck.
Return to the basics?
Yeah, you know, like summoning her dead spirit so that you can talk with your mentor who taught you the basics.
So return is like return to this world.
Return is like return to this world, yes. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon, except for that bastard on guard.
Who?
Yeah, the basics.
Always believe in your clients, huh?
You and Athena. So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe.
Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before?
Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law.
I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so...
It was Edgeworth.
It was Edgeworth. He lives.
Oh.
I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. And I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
This is the game director going, I hope this gimmick sticks! I didn't like the...
Wait, didn't we use the eye technique, though? It was during talking. Yeah, wait a minute. What? Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Things just crapped out on my end.
It's like, hey, we're experiencing some issues of streaming.
Okay, it seems to be running fine on my phone again.
It's nothing special.
Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers.
I wonder if they just made Athena not the protagonist so that way she'd show up more on screen. It's just, I thought if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less.
Why'd you describe it as tender? They are 1 year apart.
A lot of people's friends are 1 year apart. Fulbright is 1 year younger than Phoenix. Wow. That's almost superhuman. Or personally, like she's trying to help somebody she knows. Alright. Yeah? No, not you, right? Why don't you react, Mr. Wright? I'm not important enough anymore. My games have already come and gone. I'm old. Okay. I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Heard that. What? Oh, I have the protagonist murmurs. You have the protagonist murmurs. Fuck. Now, Mr. Wright. Yeah. I'm going to visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. All right, time to see what's new down at the detention center. April 18th, detention center. Visitor's room. Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something.
So my minions have returned.
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of the legal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste.
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence.
I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him with his freedom. Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. You know what I mean?
If you can't clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now, ask of me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. How are you not fazed by this? I've had a long first game. Feathers and tracks. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Tenmataro, king of the underworld, they be. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand.
The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinx.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinx at once.
Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Well, now, Damon appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damon!
I guess a little thing like demonic possessions won't more stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Artem and Cuby, did you?
I have killed no one! The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For I had slain that mortal. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed...
Yikes. So, what did you try and say?
Raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash.
Yikes. So, I'm fine. You're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with this statue. I better ask about this, too. What you remember. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key but a short while ago.
You mean, like, you found it on your person and you're producing it, right?
No, I threw it up. Behold the key to the Forbidden Chamber.
What? Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers, too?
Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, did Damon, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bear the killer entry to the forbidden chamber.
Wait, so he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprints shall you find upon the key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal! You would have me, Tenmataro, act as some asinine alchemist? But I asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Ha ha ha!
Always an honor to serve, your malevolence.
What?
Is he like a... Oh, wait. He figured out that it's like, oh, this is the actor and such. Gosh dang it, what the frick? Man, the internet's really patchy today. Keeps on crashing on my phone. But it still says I haven't lost the stream on the YouTube channel page. Not enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Great. Open widget. Stream health. Let me check OBS. Something going on here? I haven't changed them. Oh my gosh. Okay, stream health seems to be rising back up. The KBPS, whatever that means, is slowly getting more green. I wish I had a second monitor to keep OBS on so that way I could just look in the corner of my eye. But I sadly do not. I guess I'm not the only one who scares the living daylights out of... Oh, it's not like, yes, I love this guy! It's like, please don't kill me, sir. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening, long, long ago would I have made my return.
He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. Forbidden chamber key added to the court record. I was hoping you'd take a look at this.
An offering to me. Quite admirable. But the best thing you could offer me is to win me my freedom.
Yeah, right. I'll do my best. I guess that's the fail state. Alright. I'm gonna go to the fox chamber and try and open it. Fuck. You're standing in the way. Can I just hand this to you? Justice needs backup sometimes, too. So I don't mind you asking me for help, but you should start by thinking things over yourself. After all, the road to justice starts with your own first step. If you don't have any information to offer, you could just say so. No. Alright. Should be in the garden? Nope. This is where I talked to Athena. The foyer. Nope. Is where I can also talk to Athena. Yokai Lane. Should have thought of there first. Nope. Not there either. Okay. What does the court record say to do? Talk to Mayor Tenma. Did that. Kill Fox and Demon statue to Mayor Tenma. Ah! That's nice! That it tells me, hey, you should present this evidence.
What, may I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damon knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in just such as a cloth, does he recall? A secret gift from Alderman QB, it would seem. However, he had not a chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell over it, or was removed after the mayor was struck?
Of that Damon does not know.
Secret gift? Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letters, too. Let's see what he says when I show that to him, because the player still has to do that.
Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damon!
Apparently, somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
You have questions, do you? Very well. Ask away, mortal.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few. Were they who knew the letter was in Damon's briefcase?
So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Could it have been his doing?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Demons aside, Florent LaBelle. Full knowledge of that briefcase contents did that aid possess.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
That is preposterous! He's a trusted advisor. He would never betray Damon.
Apparently I got, Damon's voice, spot on to give him that weird
I'm a big wrestler guy, 'cause then it goes into Tenmataro much easier.
It seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge!
Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket.
Look out, LaBelle. Here comes justice. Oh my gosh. It just keeps crashing. Never seen a stream crash before. Let's double check OBS. OBS looks fine. KBPS is green. Just YouTube that keeps on going, we're not receiving enough. And now even the mobile app has stopped. Oh, there, OBS drops into the red. What? Jesus, it went to 7,000. It's normally sitting at 6. Oh, this is going to be a long episode. Or a short one if I just cut it here and be like, yeah, we'll pick this up next week. I'm having technical difficulties. Because this is getting ridiculous. I am very glad I use my phone for chat now. Well, now, I use my phone for chat. Because now, I can just, whenever I want, see. Jeez. It is not recovering. task manager. Oh, fun. In Task Manager, the game, like little app thing that you can see of all the different stuff that shows up in Task Manager, the game is showing up in Japanese. What is hogging the network? Studio, GX, Discord. And sometimes Steam pops up. Nothing serious. Huh. God. It was on for like a second. Okay. Yeah. Sadly, I'm just gonna have to cut it here. Even my phone app is now getting wonky. I wonder if it's just not a good day for YouTube. Yep, it's just not even coming up on my phone. Frick. This is an issue with OBS. I can't even be like, yeah, I'll just switch to another thing. Just can't stream. Period. Well. It's weird. The website version, it's like perfectly fine. Oh, now the phone's working. Oh, now it says not receiving enough. So, yeah. Just gonna... save here. We didn't even get that far in.